from Oracle Park in San Francisco. Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the San Francisco Giants. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
First pitch coming your way next. Showing the slab in today's game, Yusei Kikuchi. What's the word on him?
Well, he tried to make it through the fifth inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
About to get started here.
Leading off tonight,
here's Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
And we're underway here on Mother's Day. Late swing, foul to the left. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
That's down and in. A slider missed. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the Pirates take the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the third and final game of the series. Now one missed.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters. Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that misses. 3 balls and a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they still got both their challenges. Tucker on at first, nobody out. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
There comes an 0-2 to Judge. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
That is it. The catcher,
There's a Pirates lineup now. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Cal Raleigh.
Well, he's been putting up some huge power numbers, and opposing pitchers know that they can't make mistakes to him. In fact, they probably circle him pregame, making sure that if they're in a situation where their back is against the wall, they're going to find a way to pitch around him. Players that are in the top 5 in slugging percentage in the league really don't get overlooked. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
First and second, 1 out. Jeremy Pena, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two on, 1 out. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. 1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. He got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board. 2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
2 on, 2 outs. Fastball for a strike at 95. Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Cannonball coming. It's now 1-0. It's the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Roki Sasaki. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. That one in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Center field. And there's one away. Here's the Giants lineup.
Third baseman.
They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get 1 pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Matt Chapman in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Devers.
One down. Rafael Devers, the next Giant to hit.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Here's the 0-2. In the dirt, blocked. Fires to first and almost got him, but he gets back in. Definitely had thoughts of trying to move up there. Runner on the go. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Save. Now it's the DH, Casey Schmidt. 2 for 7 in the series so far. What a stop. And they get the out. One left for San Francisco. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Oracle Park, second inning set to go. Munetaka Murakami now at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
He's one of the best players in baseball at driving in runs, Chris. His RBI totals this season rank him in the top 10. The 1-1 is fouled off. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Kazuma Okamoto will hit next.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Nice grab. To first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 6, Jackson Merrill.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Yeah. Late with the swing there. Outside with a breaking ball. Shohei Ohtani would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Shohei Ohtani, the next to hit. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Singy, he's been one of the best players in baseball in terms of scoring runs. In fact, his numbers place him top 5 in the league. Out towards right center field. Arise. Settles underneath it. And that is that. Pirates leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Bottom of the second. Willie Adames stands in.
Not shortstop.
That one out to right. Tucker under it. Takes it in for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Luis Arise stands in. Arise measures 5 feet 10 inches, a career batting average over 300, and he was born in Venezuela. The 1-0. Sasaki fires. On the ground, right side. Marte. Fires in time.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Number 8, right. Eldridge.
Here's the left fielder, Bryce Eldridge. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And that's going to bang against the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You know, good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
So here's Bader down.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Man on second, 2 down. Gets a piece and stays alive. In the air, out towards right center. Tucker on the move. He's got it. That is the inning. So the Giants leave 1. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Tucker.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there. That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That misses. Ball 2.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
To the right side, the rise. Throws to first in time.
Up next to the Pirates, the left fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here is Aaron Judge. Went down on strikes his first time through. Ball 1. Got one close, ruled a ball, and it's 2-0.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
3-0 down. And Judge takes a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And he walked him.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Boog Shambi and Chris Singleton here on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. (3-2). Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. Going. Gone. Aaron Judge leads the yard. His 14th of the year. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
One down. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. Oh, that's low. Raleigh with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Swing and a miss. That one ran inside, almost got him. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Out to short, Adames. Slinging it to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. And now 2-2. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That one way outside. Full count now. Ketel Marte waits on deck for Pittsburgh. In the air, right field. Lee on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Pirates tack on one more on the solo home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Back here for the Sunday night showcase. Now it's the Giants catcher, Jesus Rodriguez. Pitch misses there, and that is ball one. Swings through that.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 2-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two now. And there's a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. It's off the top of the wall. The throw into second.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit.
A lot of game to play, Boog, but he's still searching for his first knock in this one. Just takes one to keep that hitting streak alive.
Man at second. And the slider just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
The 1-1. Tap foul to plate. And a 1-2. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Giants, the third baseman.
So now with one away and a man at second. And now it's going to be Matt Chapman. Single to right in his first trip. Swinging a foul straight back. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. 0-1 now. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
In the dirt. Swings and misses. Chapman is gone.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 1.
Come on, Karita.
In the dirt. And a strike to Devers.
Let's go, Rafael.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Come on, Rafael.
Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to third. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Next will be the Giants DH, Casey Schmidt. Grounded out his first time. This one in the air, right field. Tucker on the move, heading back. Snags it on the run. And that is the third out of the inning. Giants leave a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Got him. Now 1 away.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boo. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Here comes Keaton Wynn comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Munetaka Murakami, the next Pirate to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one fouled off. Lifted in the air down the left side. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the third baseman, number 7, Kazuma
So up next, Kazuma Okamoto. Grounded out his first time up. And a swing and a miss. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And ball 1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Bucks go down quietly, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here in San Francisco, leading off, Willie Adames.
Shortstop, Willie Adames.
Pulls that one foul. Yo 1.
Nope. Outside. That's ball 2.
Here's the pitch to Adames. On the ground to the left. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. Luis Arias, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here. Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Strike 3, Roki gets the K.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but it certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Digging in, Bryce Eldridge.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ball, that's outside.
Adames, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Well, I think everybody in the ballpark knew that he was running right there. So good job of quickly getting the pitch to the catcher. And the catcher with good footwork, really good throw on the money, gets the base runner, and they cut off that would-be base stealer.
The Giants down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Come on, Bryce.
2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They trail things here 2-0.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Giants,
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Jose Butto.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it
The
is.
center fielder, number 6.
Stepping in, Jackson Merrill. He reached on a walk his first time. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. One down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Ohtani, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. And the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Butto goes 6'1", 200 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. The 2-1. And downstairs. Payoff pitch. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Oh, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. Tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter other than just tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Tucker in the box again, takes a strike. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Safe at second. He legs out the double.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
It's Aaron Judge now. Fouled off down the right side. And it's second.
Ball.
Ripped to short. Oh, the throw is over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Bad time to throw one out of play with the runner starting on second, as it allows them just to walk home for the run. Remember, on a ball thrown out of play, the runners get the base they were going to plus one more. So that was basically an automatic run.
And the batter now, Cal Raleigh, 1 for 2. Man on second, 2 down. Strike on the inside corner. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. First and second, 2 outs. Jeremy Pena, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
Inside ball.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
In the air, right field, and that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Leading off, Harrison Bader. And that is out of play.
Well, these Giants looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Left field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Giants, the catcher, Jesus.
Now here is Jesus Rodriguez.
Really nice double last time after a long battle at the plate.
The 0-2. Into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Jung-Hoo Lee will hit next. Ball 1, no strikes. On a line, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Roki on the mound now for the Pirates, Jason Adams.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Chapman in the box now. Takes strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That misses, and the count is 1-1. Runners at first and second with one gone. Last half of inning number 5. On the corner for a strike. In the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Two on, one out. Swing at a ground ball. And it gets by him. In comes the run from second. And they cut the lead to 2.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. This one in the air, center field. Merrill in position. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Runner from third into score. And now they trail by 1.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Come on, Casey. Here we go, Casey.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Base hit into the outfield. Here's the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far.
Now pitching for the
New
Giants,
pitcher on now,
number
Sam
31,
Hentges. On for his 20th appearance of the year.
Yes.
Here's Ketel Marte. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And that skips in the dirt. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Ball 2.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Up next
So
to the
digging
Pirates,
in,
the first
Munetaka
baseman,
Murakami.
number 5, Munetaka Murakami.
And a ground ball to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw is wide, and it gets past him at first. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Up next to the Pirates. the
Well,
third
you can't
baseman,
give him 2 errors
number
on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and he might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Kazuma Okamoto, the next Pirate to hit.
Ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Just misses the mark outside the zone. So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Not close with that one. And a full count now. Got him swinging.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Jackson Merrill, the next to hit. Merrill struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. And he was nowhere near that one for strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And takes low for ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
2 on, 1 out. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. New arm for the Giants, Tyler Mahle.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Ohtani in the box now. Takes strike one.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Ball. That's inside.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Oracle Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Shortstop,
Willie Adames digs in now.
Wait for your pitch now.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Swings through that one. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
And up next for San Francisco, Luis Arias.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Check swing, and he went 0-1. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Number 8, right. Eldridge.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're down 3-2. Back here in San Francisco. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Up now, he's among the league leaders in homers, and each one feels like it's launched into orbit.
Pitchers try to avoid him, but when they don't, boom. His impact shows up as consistently as anyone in the league.
Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the left fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And ball 1 to Judge. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Adrian Hauser, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Miller also throwing. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye. And a foul ball. One-run game, one out, one on. Outside. And now it's even 1-1. Foul ball there.
Let's go, Tyler.
One-two now. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. Bader under it. Takes it in for the out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop Jeremy Pena.
And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. He's one of the best players in the game. Ripped to right. And that'll do it. So one hit is all they get midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Pirates 3 and the Giants 2. The Sunday night showcase is a good one. We'll be right back. Back inside the stadium, and the Sunday night showcase is a close one. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now Bader up to the plate. This one in the air center field. Merrill drifts towards it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Giants, the catcher, Jesus.
And here is Jesus Rodriguez.
Come on, Jesus.
Right side, hard hit. Murakami steps on the bag, 2 out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff. Just like we saw.
Manager out of the dugout. Pitching change here, Kyle Hart.
Well, the ERA tells you pretty much all you need to know. Under 1. He's been fantastic coming out of the pen.
Lee stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Let's go, Giants.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Giants down in order. They trail it 3-2. Back here at Oracle Park, we go to the 8th. Ketel Marte now at the plate. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage. Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Murakami in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Inside, ball 2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Kazuma Okamoto, the next Pirate to hit.
Okamoto.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Ball 1 there. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two down, nobody on. And a weak ground ball to the left side. That's out number 3. Down in order go the Pirates, but they still lead at 3-2. Back here in San Francisco.
Leading up for the
On to the bottom of the 8th.
third baseman
Matt Chapman getting ready to hit. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Laced into left. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Giants.
Singy, that was a
The first
laser
baseman,
shot. And a good thing we have
Rafael
StatCast to give us the details.
Devers.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick
Number
hands, good
49,
lower half, and just
Tyler
unloaded on that ball.
No outs. Runner at first. Devers now. Snap throw to first. Fitzgerald gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Check swing. He went. And that is strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swings and misses. 0-2 now. And Rappy falls victim to the K. Next is the designated hitter, Casey Schmidt. 1 for 3.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Ryan Hoeing.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Let's go, Casey.
Now a quick throw to first. Fitzgerald back easily.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
In the dirt to second, in there safely. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
So the tying run at second, right through there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Here's a 1-2. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. 0 for 3 in this one. That clips a corner.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one missed. The Buccos trying to hold a 1-run lead. That's in there. 1-2. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. What a play. Inning over. 1 left for San Francisco, and it's still a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching for the
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Miller.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Well, 1-run game. Digging in, Jackson.
Pinch hitting for the
Now a
Pirates.
pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez. That's a ball. And another ball. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Joel Peguero, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. So back to the top of the order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That one misses. Ball one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Kyle Tucker will hit next. Step off throw to first.
Oh, he's safe.
And he's back safely.
Let's turn two.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this. Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
The 1-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with two strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Adrian Hauser.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And it is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 5-2.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Well, we don't typically expect players to hit multiple home runs in the same game, but we're not talking about just anyone here. Absolutely locked in and continues to cash in with these swings.
Raleigh jumps out of the way of the first pitch. Oh, great grab on the dive. From his knees, the throw. And that's a great play for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Now into the game, Tyrone Taylor. He'll be patrolling center field.
Taylor.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Now pitching for.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, number 70. A chance at his first save of the year.
Come on, La Regadera.
Out towards right center field. Tucker on the move to the gap. And there's one away.
Up next for the Giants, the left fielder, number 8, Bryce.
Now the left fielder, Bryce Eldridge.
Let's go, Bryce.
He's got some power, no doubt. Slider for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Misses outside, and it's a ball and a strike. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Up the middle, Marte. Throw to first is in time.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Now here is Harrison Bader. This one high in the air to left center. Taylor on the move. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.